everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Saints going up against the Giants.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. In motion, a noon one. Throwing, Hundley. Steps away to his left. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete. And it's second down. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. Now Hundley. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. He finds Beckham complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go. Blue, landed. Blue. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. 26. All right, now. Let's go. Blue, landed. Gun.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go. Go. Let's go. Check. Patriot. Back there in Philly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Webb now from the gun. And he's got a noon one. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back there in Philly. Here we go. Gun.
On 1st down, it's Webb. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
To throw again. Webb. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Webb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Blue, landed.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. 3rd down here. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Shedding through the defense. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd and 2, Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3. Out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A.J. Klein in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Alec Ogletree coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right into 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's McKinnon, and he's got some space here. Oh, now he bowls him over, and he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Alec Ogletree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Inside his own 5 at the 4. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here again is McKinnon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Saints on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
yards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run with Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Saints on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a fullback, Zach Line. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
they'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jerick McKinnon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right back.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Hundley. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. So second down, 3 yards to go now. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They run it with McKinnon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it.
Back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he knocks it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go. Red
throwing, Hundley. Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Defense showing blitz. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this Defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his tight end Fleener, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. Again, a run with Thompson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And remember, they're out of timeouts, so he spikes it here to stop the clock. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you...